Hi there, people. Welcome to our 40th class. And as I promised you today, we are going to have a special class, an only English spoken class. No Spanish, only English. So, welcome to our 40th class. Thank you to the Corporación Municipal de San Miguel for this space so we can continue having our workshops, our classes in this way. Welcome to our 40th class. As I told you at the beginning, um, today we have a special class. Why? Because we have our 40th class, and today officially we start our intermediate level. No more basic English workshop. Now starts intermediate English workshop. So the idea is from now on all the classes will be absolutely in English. Maybe some things would be translated into Spanish, maybe, but I will try not to do it. I will try to avoid translation as much as possible. So let's start with today's work. And remember, one more time, once more, welcome to the intermediate English level. All right, people, let's start our 40th class. Absolutely English spoken, as I've been telling you many times. So now we're going to start with close vocabulary, but close vocabulary on the intermediate English level. Okay, so let's start with the presentation. Close vocabulary, intermediate English. Okay, so what are we going to do today? What are we going to see? Just 9 words, only 9 words of vocabulary related to clothes. We're going to remember that. We're going to remember a little bit of pronunciation, a little bit of intonation, and then we will have to write an example, a sentence with each one of these words that we're going to do together. When we get to that part, if you want to stop the video for a while, you can do it. And after we finish, when you feel that you finished the exercise, continue watching the video. And of course, maybe we are not going to write down exactly the same examples, exactly the same sentences, but you will see more or less what it's like to have an example, what it's like to write an example in English with these words. And if you want to send me your examples, your sentences, your creations, so I can have the opportunity to check them out and send back to you the feedback, you can do it to my typical mail, teacher.clow1977 at gmail.com. Okay, so let's start. The first word is t-shirt. Remember, repeat after me first. T-shirt. T-shirt. Never say teacher, because teacher is me, a person that teaches, a person that is teaching you as a teacher. Teacher without a T. Here without a T. But if you say t-shirt with the final T, t-shirt is different than t-shirt. Okay? So I am a teacher. This is a t-shirt. T-shirt. Trousers. Repeat after me. Trousers. Trousers. Very good. And United States are called pants, but we're going to practice with trousers. Sneakers. Repeat after me. Sneakers. Sneakers. Skirt. Skirt. Final T. Skirt. Jumper. I know that you had the same idea that I had, that there's a typical uniform that in Chile girls use, that's the jumper. Well, not in English. Jumper is this, but jumper is the British word for sweater. In the United States is sweater, in England is jumper. Okay, so let's continue. Socks. Oh, sorry. Repeat after me. Jumper, jumper. Socks, socks. We don't have to explain anything, right? Because here on the image is quite clear what socks is about. What is the meaning of that word, socks? Coat, especially for days that this is a typical clothes that we use on rainy days, right? A coat, especially made for rain. Coat. Jacket. Never jacket, please. No, that's jacket. Good. Jacket. And finally, last but not least, dress. Repeat after me. Dress. Okay. So now faster, we're going to repeat all the words so we can check them out, okay? Let's start. T-shirt, trousers, sneakers, skirt, jumper, socks, coat, jacket, dress. Very good. So now we are going to our whiteboard, the Samsung Notes application that we use as our whiteboard to write down and explain things, and we're gonna start to create. We're gonna start creating our examples. Okay. So if you want to stop the video now, you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Stop the video right now. So you can have the opportunity to write down, remember, one example with each one of these words. So see you in a couple of minutes to check out your work. So let's continue with this exercise that we have just started a few minutes ago with the working of the images, right? We have already pronounced and make the relation between the image and the word, avoiding translation as much as possible, as I told you at the beginning. So now we have here on our whiteboard the 9 words that are going to be included, that are included in the list that we're going to work today. It says writing sentences based on words, part 1. So with each one of these words, the idea is to give an example, to write down an example. So if you want to stop the video now, you can do it, or if you have already finished your activity, now I'm going to give you some examples using this wonderful vocabulary words. And if you want me to check out your work, remember you can send me a mail to teacher.clow1977 at gmail.com so I can check it out your work. Remember that these videos are designed, are thought to be worked asynchronically. What is that supposed to mean? That I know that maybe you will be watching these videos, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or even a couple of years after it is done. So if you're watching this video many months, many weeks, or many years after the first publication on internet, and if you want to send me a mail, do it. Feel free to do it, and I will answer you back. I'm always responding, I'm always answering each one of the mails that I receive to this mail. Okay, so do it, and feel free to make mistakes. I don't want you to do the activities perfectly. I just want you to do it, to do each one of the activities, to dare to make mistakes. Okay, so let's start with the first words of vocabulary, which is t-shirt. Remember, it's important the final T, because otherwise you will say t-shirt, which is what I do, my job, right, as teacher. So number one is t-shirt. John loves his new Metallica's t-shirt. And we're going to add the name of the disc, S&M2. Right? John loves his new Metallica's t-shirt, S&M2. And there we have an example. We can use any verb tense that we want. If you want to use present continuous, if you want to use present simple or past simple, if you want to use reported speech, please feel free to do it. The idea is to have a good time learning English, and the idea is to apply all the knowledge that we have acquired during this, well, now today 40 classes. You have a lot of English in your heads. If you get to this point, you have a lot of vocabulary words in your heads. So what do we have to do now? Start using those vocabulary words through the classes, through the activities, and through the days in your daily life. Okay, number two, trousers. My girlfriend bought me these wonderful trousers. These wonderful trousers. So we have number one, t-shirt. Number two, trousers. John loves his new Metallica's t-shirts, S&M2. Number two, my girlfriend bought me these wonderful trousers. Right. Number three, sneakers or trainers, right? Depending on the country. In this case, it's sneakers. So Mary wants to sell his red sneakers. Okay. So as you can see here, we have already 3 examples. We can use any verb tense that you want. Number 4, skirt. Jennifer is using a green skirt. Jennifer is using a green skirt. So here, for example, number 1 we have present simple. In number 2, past simple. Number 3, present simple. Number 4, present continuous. Why? John loves his new Metallica t-shirt. That's present simple. My girlfriend bought me. Bought is the past of buy, so we're using past simple. Mary wants, and if the verb has the s, it's because it's in the present simple tense. And number 4, Jennifer is using verb to be plus the verb with ing. That's present continuous, right? So we have number 4. Number 5, jumper. Remember that jumper is not the typical uniform that girls in Chile usually used to go to school. Well, all this of course before the pandemic times started. No, in this case, jumper is the British word for sweater. So the wool thing that is used by men and women That's a sweater, right? And in England they call sweaters in a different way. They call it jumper. So Kirk wanted to buy a black jumper, but he didn't have enough money. Maybe a little bit long, okay, but you can do it too. I mean, if you want to make long or short sentences, it's absolutely the same. Don't worry, you can do it. And number 6, socks, which is different to socks, right? Stinks, no, socks. So, pretty short sentence. These socks are not mine. These socks are not mine. These socks are not mine. What are they doing here? Right. Number 7. Where's the word coat? I usually use my red coat on rainy days. I usually use my red coat on rainy days. Alright, perfect. Number 8, we have here jacket. Jacket. Number 8. Michael Jackson used to use an amazing black jacket. Sorry. So number 8, Michael Jackson used to use an amazing black jacket. And number 9, here we have dress. Dress. I love that red dress. Mary said. Right? I love that red dress, Mary said. So here we have 9 examples that were written, sorry, based on these 9 words. As the name of the exercise says, writing sentences based on words, part 1, because we're going to have part 2, 3, and on. Here we have 9 examples. So what are we going to do now? Remember that if you want me to check your work, you can send me a mail to teacher.clown1977@gmail.com. Now you are going to repeat first the words and then the sentences that I'm going to read for you. Alright, number 1, repeat after me. T-shirt. T-shirt. Trousers. Trousers. Sneakers. Sneakers. Skirt. Skirt. Jumper. Jumper. Socks. Socks. Coat. Coat. Jacket. Jacket. Dress. Dress. So what are we gonna do now? Okay, now we're going to read the examples that I wrote. Okay, so now please repeat after me. Number 1, John loves his new Metallica's t-shirt. S and M2. John loves his new Metallica's t-shirt. Now you. Alright, here I go again. John loves his new Metallica's t-shirt. Very good. Number 2. My girlfriend bought me these wonderful trousers. My girlfriend bought me these wonderful trousers. Now you. Very good. My girlfriend bought me these wonderful trousers. Number 3. Mary wants to sell his red sneakers. Mary wants to sell his red sneakers. Now you. Alright, number 4. Jennifer is using a green skirt. Jennifer is using a green skirt. Very good. Number 5. Kirk wanted to buy a black jumper, but he didn't have enough money. I know that you say, oh no, teacher, please, now with this example, my mind blew up. No, let's go part by part. Kirk wanted to buy a black jumper. A black jumper. But he didn't have enough money. Enough money. Remember that this word ends with an F. Enough. You never say enog. No, enough. Kirk wanted to buy a black jumper, but he didn't have enough money. Now you. Okay, well, don't worry. I will repeat it again because some of you said, blah, blah, blah. Kirk wanted blah, blah. No. Kirk wanted to buy a black jumper, but he didn't have enough money. Now you. Perfect. Number 6. These socks are not mine. These socks are not mine. Now you. Very good. Number 7. I usually use my red coat on rainy days. I usually use my red coat on rainy days. Now you. Very good. I usually use my red coat on rainy days. Number 8. Michael Jackson used to use an amazing black jacket. Michael Jackson used to use an amazing black jacket. Now you. Very good. Michael Jackson used to use an amazing black jacket. And last but not least, number 9. I love that red dress, Mary said. I love that red dress, Mary said. Alright people, let's continue with the class. Congratulations, you have done a very good job so far. And we're getting to our final stage, our final part, final moment of our class today, which is the moment of the small talk, or the speaking part. Many of you have sent me an email asking me, requiring practice of dialogue. So this is what we're going to do now. I'm going to read both characters, of course, but if you want to practice with just one, it's okay. First, I'm going to read both characters, A and B. Then I'm going to read only A. So if you want to practice with the character B, you can listen to my voice doing A. I will leave this space, and then you can do B, and then the other way around. I'm going to do A, and you can do B, or I can do B and you can be A. I will give you the three possibilities, but first listen and try to follow the reading. Remember that this is a dialogue, so these are not isolated sentences. These are all part of a talk, which is called small talk. What is a small talk? Small talk is just like a little conversation about random topics, about anything you want, but it's not so deep. I mean, it's just an interesting conversation, a small talk, small conversation about any topic you want. And this one is called about hobbies, things that you do in your free time. Okay, so let's start. First, just follow the reading. What kind of things do you like to do? I've always liked to draw and paint. I didn't know you knew how to draw and paint. I do it every once in a while. How long have you known how to do that? I first learned how to do it in high school. Did you take some sort of art class or something? That was my favorite class. You have got to be talented. Thanks. If only I was talented. You have a talent. You just don't know what it is yet. Okay, so there you have the complete dialogue. Now I'm going to do only A, and you do B. Okay, so you can practice with me using B. Remember, I am going to read A and you read B, so we can interact in a dialogue. Okay, so let's start. What kinds of things do you like to do? I didn't know you knew how to draw and paint. How long have you known how to do that? Did you take some sort of art class or something? You have got to be talented. If only I was talented. Perfect, you see? Now we're going to do it the other way around. You are going to start with this, so read it, and then I will answer you as B, okay? So let's start anytime you want. Now, I've always liked to draw and paint. I do it every once in a while. I first learned how to do it in high school. That was my favorite class. Thanks. You have a talent, you just don't know what it is yet. Perfect, people, perfect. job. Very good. Remember that now you have 3 different exercises with the very same dialogue. In this case, small talk number 1, which is called about hobbies. First exercise, you listen to me reading both characters as A and B and interacting. I was interacting with myself. I was doing the A part and the B part. Then, in the second moment, I read A, the character A, and you answered with the character B. And finally, you did A and I answered as the character B. Perfect, people. Congratulations. What can I say? Only one thing, that I hope you have enjoyed this class as much as I did, and I hope to see you in the next class. Congratulations. Great job. And this is how we're finishing our 40th class, or class number 40. And today, as I told you, you have already started with the intermediate English workshop. The basic English workshop is gone, is done, finished, finito, no more. Now, only intermediate English level workshop. Congratulations, you have done a very good job, an excellent job. And this will be our style, our working style from now on, only English classes. So I hope you really had a good time, and I hope to see you next class. Stay safe, stay in your homes, stay home, stay safe, and hope to see you next class. Take care, bye bye, and keep on learning English, of course, with Teacher Clau. Bye bye, see you.